to Denver's Chopping Up with Shelly over here at Hollywood's Barbershop, and we're going to be talking about Mae Spring Services, which Kettia, my friend here, is the founder of. Is that correct? So, Kettia, tell me a little bit about you.
So much about me. I have been in this state for about 10 years now. We moved from Texas, but I've been a nurse for 18 years. So much love it, love it, love it, love it. But now opening Mae Spring, we'll be able to offer specific opportunities of nurse coaching and holistic nursing to individuals in the local area, and it's also online based.
How did you come up with that idea for Mae Spring?
Oh yes, so I love the concept of holistic nursing, and I was able to integrate a coaching concept into the idea of holistic nursing. Sorry. So I decided to go ahead and bring it all together into one company called Mae Spring.
Okay. Just to give, I'm sure everybody knows what holistic means, but explain to me what holistic means.
Okay. So yes, the idea with holistic nursing is that you're providing whole person care. And we generally expect that all nurses are providing whole person care, but it's a concept that's gaining more attention in that we're trying to truly understand the needs of the entire person, mentally, spiritually, physically, anything that they're needing, we're trying to put more focus into, instead of how we used to cooperate with just like what's the basic needs of the patient coming into an acute care setting. So like a cut finger, this kind of stuff.
So you
now we're talking about
diagnose the patient and treat the problem.
Right.
Instead,
right. Now we're exploring more of the issues that will influence patient response, patient healing, and then basically giving them a better opportunity to heal holistically, their whole body, mind, body, spirit, everything.
Okay. And then also does the coaching also involve, like the actual lifestyle that they're living, right? And how to treat them in conjunction with that?
Yeah. So coaching kind of shifts nursing care, or care generally speaking, into focusing on what the client is feeling like they need in the moment. It's not an acute type of treatment situation. It's more dealing with quote unquote healthier people looking to improve their lifestyle in areas that they see that they need more focus in. So we could say we break everything down to they need more attention in weight management. Talk about weight management. We can talk about work-life balance. We can talk about spiritual integrity. How are we dealing spiritually? Is it impacting other areas of our lives or relationships? So coaching kind of shifts it from more of an acute type of nursing understanding or health and wellness understanding to more of a let's see how we can treat you on the outside of needing a hospital system, essentially, and understand more of what drives you and what may drive disease progression in you or more of a wellness lifestyle. A lot of our focus is understanding that we've been told for so long that it's not okay to be selfish, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
But we're trying to change the narrative from being selfish to understanding yourself, being self-aware, being present with yourself, and understanding how much you need certain things for yourself. It's okay to be self-aware and put a lot of focus onto yourself. It's just been demonized for so long. Coaching is bringing it back to understanding it's okay. And then we would be walking through different steps of how to make you feel successful. Not about my success, it's about you, the client, your success and your ability to see your own personal success, however you define it. I will never define your success. It will always be you, and you can always tweak it. It's different ways of thinking, but I think it's so beautiful how we are able to look within ourselves and the strength that we have in coaching. And that's what I'm here to do, and that's what the purpose of Mae Spring is, to truly bring forward your strength that you've been holding inside and reveal it to everyone else.
So what if somebody came in with more of a physical ailment, let's say diabetes,
Okay.
and then tell me, I have diabetes and I just have a really hard time trying to figure out how to cope with that, and also how to manage my nutrition.
Okay. So, excellent question. Diabetes, because it's so explosively huge everywhere you go. So with coaching, you're talking about more of how are you managing it? Are you having trouble managing your diabetes? And then what are your barriers to managing your diabetes? And we can walk through it. We as nurses who are not advanced practitioners, we don't provide medication or anything like that, but we will be coaching through what are your barriers to managing your diabetes, what is your emotional state relating, are you having relationship issues because of having to deal with your diabetes. It'd be kind of navigating through those types of issues. And then we can definitely talk about meals, opportunities like that. That kind of leads into more of a holistic type of concept, but it is also coaching. So it kind of intertwines within each other, but a lot of times when you're dealing with diagnoses like that, concrete diagnoses like that, you're looking at more, is this an issue for you in managing your diagnoses? And then we definitely work in conjunction with physicians, other types of healthcare providers. Do we need to connect you with maybe different types of healing mechanisms? Reiki healers, massage therapists, whatever, chiropractors, whatever you feel like would be more beneficial to whatever your diagnosis is.
And I could see how, like, even having diabetes would weigh on your emotional. Some people are emotional eaters. Some people are stress eaters. You know what I'm saying? And then that would also contribute to the problem. So you just dive into all of that and start unlayering everything. Interesting.
Yeah.
So is this something that is paid for out of pocket, or is it, do you work with insurance?
Yeah, that's a good question. It is out of pocket because of the complexities of the services. It's all out of pocket.
And how often do you think, a person, is it up to the person how many times they meet with you, or is there a structured, and we're going to start off with two visits a week or one visit a month, or?
Yeah, so typically what happens is you start with a discovery call. So really kind of talking about what is the issue, what is the need, maybe set aside a long period of time to dive into issues, or is it something we can resolve within a month or two? Long period meaning probably 3 to 6 months. So those meetings are typically kind of arranged around one meeting a week, but we can alter it however is necessary.
And what ages do you treat?
So, excellent question. Not children, not adolescents. So we're looking at more of the adult spectrum, or young adult. We can start maybe 18 and older.
That's great. Is there a certain point, even psychologically, that you would refer someone, like if it's too much of more of a psychological issue?
Yes, absolutely, because that is our duty, to refer them back to someone, especially if we feel like they're in an unsafe situation. We need to truly refer them to where they would be safe.
And do you have home visits, or do they come to you, or is it like via the internet, or?
Yeah, good question. Zoom, huge, because everyone likes to do Zoom in their own homes. So online, definitely, and then also in person option.
Okay. And then how many people do you have working with you at this point?
Just me.
Just you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I bet you're going to be busy.
Yes, girl. I'm ready. I love it.
I think it's great to treat the holistic side of the person's ailment, right? Because just like with diabetes, like we were talking about, there's so many other factors that contributed to that. Behavior, their environment, their genetics, their traditions, their culture, all that stuff. So I think you can't just when you go to the doctor and they say, okay, well, we did your blood work and now you have diabetes, and you're gonna have to manage it with insulin or diet, and then we're gonna send you to a nutritionist to learn how to eat right. But then it stops there. And now it's all on you to take the small amount of information that they have given you and incorporate it into your life, which I think a lot of people drop the ball, and then the diagnosis just keeps getting worse. Mm-hmm. And the ailment keeps getting worse. And so I think what you're doing is a really great thing, because it just brings it all together, and then you actually can structure them a plan mentally, possibly even spiritually, physically, all that stuff, so that they can address the problem and have a healthier, prognosis or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yes.
And why did you feel like you wanted to nurse?
There was a lot of factors that influenced my become a nurse. One being a nurse that took care of me when I was young. But I just knew that to my core, I am a healer. And I am 100%. And I didn't know how I wanted to heal. But I've been so many different types of nurses in so many different arenas. I've been an ICU nurse, I've been an outpatient nurse, I've been an oncology nurse. I just feel like healing comes in so many different ways, and the opportunities to impact lives, it's just a beautiful thing for me to take myself into that arena and just thrive, because I just love to be part of the healing process. I prefer the preventative side of things to really help people understand that they have the strength within themselves to heal themselves and to do better for themselves in their lives. But I've worked acute care for years, and I still love it.
I think it's a wonderful thing. Again, it's called Mae Spring Services. And Kettia, tell me where they can reach you at.
Yes. So you can go to my website, www.maespring.com. And it has all my information on there. Phone number, everything.
All right, Denver. Appreciate you listening in, and stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.